Hey there, good morning. It's Kim Crumpus from the Price Action Traders Institute. It's Thursday, September 21st. I wanted to try to capture a trade live in the market that I'm currently in and working on. And you should be able to see that it's a little bit past 8:20 here in California. So heading into the London close right now. And specifically, I wanted to look at the pound dollar. So let's go ahead and take a look at that chart. All right, so what you're looking at here is the pound dollar, and I want to go ahead and just highlight the actual trade that I took. First, by showing you the RBO that happened, and it closed back in the range, so I had a re-entry here up at the level. So the first trade I took, I had to jump out of it or close it for -4 because it closed back inside the range. And that's one of our rules. If price doesn't close on or outside of that range break, then we close that trade. So I took a 4 pip loss. So on the first RBO, it was -4. And then I did what's called a re-entry trade up at a level. And that's the trade you're currently looking at. That trade right now here has gone up about 44 pips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move this stop up, move my stop loss up to about there. This way I'm going to lock in 18 pips. So more than 1-to-1 ratio. I'm targeting the price action up here, looking for price to continue moving up. Currently price is just above the 50, so I'm actually looking for price to continue through the 50 up into 80 and then ultimately up here at 00. Depending on how long it takes, if price does get up to 80 and what's happening with the pound at that time, I may just actually pull this trade off at 80. But if the market continues to push up on the pound this morning, I will go ahead and try to press that trade up into 00. So I'll be back with an update and we'll see what happens. All right, just back with a quick update. You can see that my protective stop is still in place and I'm looking for price to break these highs. Remember, come up into 0 or into 80 and then into 00, possibly up here at my profit. All right, so we'll see what happens. All right, back with an update. Price just hit 80 up here. So what I'm going to do is move this stop up now. And I'm going to lock in 36 pips right here. And again, I'm targeting up here at 00. So we'll see if price can make a run for this 00 into the close now. It's just about 15 minutes before 9 a.m. here. So we'll see what happens. All right, back with another update. It's been about 2 hours since I started filming this video. And as you can see here, price is now breaking a little bit higher. It went through 80 back over here, and now it got as high as 83. And again, I'm still targeting, looking for one pop up here into 00. But what I'm going to do now is move that stop loss up. And I'm actually going to lock in 50 pips. Right here. All right, so if this trade comes back, which there's a good chance it may, I'm going to at least have 50 pips out of this trade. All right, I'll be back with any update. All right, so you can see that price almost hit my protective stop here for plus 50. And it didn't, so what I'm going to do now is close this trade because I have to leave. So that was plus 53 pips. So this trade, while it didn't come up to my target, the outside target, it still was a very profitable trade this morning. And again, this was based on this RBO that first failed because it closed back in this range right here This was the first RBO, closed back in the range, took a -4. When it broke this high, I could get in on a re-entry above this at a level. All right. And that's what gave me this result of 53 pips. So the first trade was -4, and the second trade was 53, netting plus 49 pips. Right? So hopefully you got something from this video. These types of moves happen over and over again, and once you know the plan and you know how to do a re-entry, you can, when the market moves, actually recover a loss and get back and actually be in a profitable position. All right, so this is Kim Crumpus from the Price Action Traders Institute, and thank you for listening.